In today's episode, I'm going to break down why I don't care about detailing, why you need to do the same, and what really matters in your business. And this video is brought to you by Proper Care. That's our product line that we started. It's made for both enthusiasts and professionals. And it's the same products that we use in our business every single day. Right now, we have an all-purpose cleaner, a plastic and rubber dressing, a glass cleaner, and a car soap. You can find more information on that in the link down below, or go to propercareusa.com. Let's get started with this episode. And welcome back to another episode. It's Saturday, the 27th, and the Rolex 24-hour race just started. So that's actually playing in the background in the other office. So that's a 24-hour race with 59 entries, like 200 drivers. And then it's a full 24-hour race. So it starts here locally 12:30, and then it finishes tomorrow, Sunday at 12:30. So we'll be kind of watching that in and out the whole time. So today we are going to talk about a specific topic about how I don't care about detailing. And I can break that down into two methods. One, I don't care about detailing in terms of I don't care what you do as a detailer, because there's lots of methods to detail, right? So I don't care if you use the 2-bucket wash method versus a rinseless. I don't care if you do a rinseless versus a touchless. I don't care if you use a heated extractor versus a non-heated extractor. I don't care if you use a rotary versus DA. I don't care if you use tap water versus DI water. Like those things, I do not care, not one bit. I am not the detail police. I am not here to say who's right, who's wrong. I don't care if you, I do not care about what you do as a detailer, because there's plenty of ways to detail, and it's very highly focused on the kind of services you're offering and the type of customers that you're getting. So if you are a detailer that primarily just does maintenance washes, and you go parking lot to parking lot and you do group washes, and you do 7 washes here, 9 washes there, 14 washes there, 4 washes over here, and that's what you do day in, day out, that is fantastic, okay? If you're a detailer that does high-end paint correction and ceramic coatings, that's fantastic. But I'm not going to be here as Detail Groove, as the one that's, that posts content about growing a detailing business and say, oh, look, that guy's doing it wrong. He's not detailing correctly. I'm not going to be that person. I don't care to be that person. I do not get in arguments. I am not going to go back and forth about which way is better than what. Like, I do not care about saying what's right or what's wrong in the detailing space. I don't care about saying like, oh, I am a better detailer than that person, or oh, that person is not detailing correctly. I do not care in any way how things play out, because there's more than one way to detail, right? If you look at literally any restaurant, right? Is every restaurant offering and serving the most premium service and premium food at the premium price? No, of course not. There's varying levels of restaurants based on what that specific person wants, right? You have seafood, you have barbecue, you have Italian, you have corporate chains, you have small kitchens, bistros, you have food trucks, you have taco stands, you have like each one serves its own purpose based on what that customer base wants, right? What the individual wants. And then, obviously it's a customer base because there's a group of individuals and that becomes a customer base. So it's in that method. Like, is McDonald's wrong for serving cheap, low quality food to someone that wants high quality food and that can afford a premium price? Yeah, they don't like McDonald's. But if it's, to a family that is on a limited income, that they have to get something quick, that, like for lunch on the weekend, like they could just pass by there and then go to whatever errands they're going to run, that makes most sense to them, right? And it's like, I don't look at one side or the other, right? I don't look at either extreme. It's like, okay, there's a place for everyone depending at where they are with what they're doing, right? So I'm not going to be here and say like, oh, well, you all, you want to start a fast food chain, and that's like the worst, because what about quality? And don't you want the most premium steaks and the premium quality and ingredients? It's like, that's not that kind of business, Look at Dollar General, right? $1 billion company, Dollar General, right? It's cheap things for, lower income areas, right? In the not nicest areas. And things like that. It's still $1 billion company, right? Look at Five. I don't know if you guys have a Five Below, but it's basically a dollar store, but for $5 and below. Okay. So things of that nature, it's like there is, you have your Lululemon, which if you're here in America, I mean, if you're outside America, it's just a clothing store, retail store. But their clothes is very expensive. All right. Then you have Nike. Then you have Gap. Then you have, there's so many different options out there based on what customer profile you're after and what your goals are with the business. Right. There's a lot of people that hate and dislike and don't support H&M or Forever 21 or Zara or all these fast, what's it called? The fast fashion, because of the impact on the environment, because how cheap the quality is, right? Look at Shein, look at Fashion Nova, look at all those like super like to the extreme fast fashion, to where like it is like it runs off of just stealing designs at the absolute cheapest price, and you just keep on having deals special. Like there's people that are completely against that because of those practices, right? And then there's other people that simply can't afford the Lululemon prices, that can't, spend $115 on some ASRV shorts, that can't spend, $120 on one shirt, right? So looking at those two spectrums is like everyone falls somewhere in the middle, right? Maybe you might be able to afford a little better clothing. Maybe you don't really like shoes, so you spend a little less on shoes. It is no different than with detailing, which is why I don't care about what it is you do, because it's based on what kind of business you want to run and the kind of customers that you want to attract. Like that is what matters in your business, what you offer and who you're servicing. Because then if you want to sell a premium steak, if you want to offer a 5-star Michelin, making stuff up, if you want to offer a great food experience, or if you want to go above and beyond and really wow your clients or customers, okay, well, that kind of demands a high price point. But then if you want to be more on the, this is a quick, taco food truck that you just come, order real quick, grab it and leave, right? There's businesses, there's different kind of ways you can run your business based on who you're servicing, and that's going to dictate what you offer. Now, yes, of course, is there a problem when you're positioning yourself as a high-end premium detailer and you are doing subpar results and you're getting away with it? Of course, that's a problem. And on the other side too, if you're offering fantastic service and fantastic results and a real premium experience and you're charging cheap prices, well, that's also a problem, right? Because you are doing too much and giving too much value for the amounts of money you're charging, right? So it's just there's so many ways you can look at a business. So like if and that can take me to my next point of like, whenever I post content on Instagram and TikTok, or short form content, so Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, is like I'm always just having fun with it, right? Like if I make a skit, it's like there's an underlying truth to it, perhaps, or maybe it's a personal experience, or maybe I've seen someone else do it, or maybe I'm taking it from another business that I've seen happen to, and I just kind of mold it to fit detailers. But then, like the one I just posted with depending when you listen to this, it might be 3 days ago, it might be 3 months ago, but I had posted a reel of me picking up a D8 polisher and then me picking up a rotary. And you get those comments all the time of like, there's like a big affinity towards like rotary people versus DA polishers. I could care absolutely less about any of that. But my point is, and especially when it comes to polisher, for like DA polisher versus rotary, is that people get very offended or get very protective about like, or are very defensive against one or the other, right? And you time and time again, you post anything about rotary versus DA, and the arguments start to happen in the comments. And whenever I post something like that, video was made to be funny. Like I like the idea behind what other people are doing, so I just kind of came up with like what I could do. So to me, I 100% posted it as a comedic, funny skit. And in the comment, it's like, all the people start saying stuff. And so when arguments happen, I'm just like, dude, I do not care about this. I'll be with Lex or Angel, and I'll be like, dude, like look how they're talking. Like that's crazy. I could never get in an argument about a rotary versus DA or how to properly clean. Like there's been arguments about like, and arguments like you see people going back and forth over and over in the text messages and in the comment section of like, no, this is why you shouldn't pre-spray the wheel first. This is why this is more effective. And I'm like, you guys are seriously arguing about whether or not you should pre-spray a wheel or not, you know? Because to me, it's like, it just doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter at all. Like it to me, I could not care less about trying to argue about which way is better, because everyone has their own methods. And let's say you do a method that is less efficient or that is not the proper way, but you just like doing it that way more power to you. You know, like if you use an iron remover to clean the wheels and you like seeing it turn purple, I don't do that. I don't care about it turning purple. I don't care about the satisfaction, right? Because I'm going after speed and efficiency. But if you enjoy that, if that's what makes it satisfying to you, if that's what makes the detail enjoyable to you, then do it. You know, now obviously you have 2-3 other cars on the schedule. You have to prep them for correction. You have another car being picked up. You know, like, and there's, you know, obviously you have to change the pace a little bit because we have to keep on moving. But for you, if you're doing one car, right, and you just enjoy that part, like more power to you, right? Because I don't care about what you do, right? Because it's your business, it's your life, it's your revenue, it's your goals, it's your lifestyle. Like I am not here to in any way, you know, push my beliefs or what I think is right or wrong to someone else, right? Now, someone, you know, I'll always give my experience to how I do things and what we do. But if you say, oh, well, I actually do it this other way, it's like, fantastic, you know, more power to you. That, you know, I'm happy for you. Oh, well, actually, you shouldn't do it. Oh, fantastic. Then do it your way. You know, I'm happy for you. Oh, man, you're so dumb because you're fantastic. I'm happy for you. Go do it that way. You know, like it does not bother me in any way and the interesting thing is that you will literally, like, this is not just two detailers, right? This is literally anywhere, because if you look at like motorsports, right? And any sports, but let's just say motorsports because that's what I've been on for a while now. If you go to let's say you go to a NASCAR page, right? And they make a NASCAR skit. You'll have all the F1 people that don't like NASCAR but like F1, and they'll just be like, "Oh my God, NASCAR is so boring. NASCAR F1 is better than NASCAR. NASCAR you just go left." And it's like of a sport that's just supposed to be enjoyable to watch, right? These people start to get very defensive about what they enjoy, that they just start to like. It always leads to an argument. And when I see them, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, you guys are actually like arguing back and forth about what motorsport is better, which again, like they're all different. Like they're all different, right? Like someone that likes MotoGP is much different than someone that likes rally. It's much different than someone likes endurance races. That some, you know, like one can like all, or one can like just like one. Like there is no right or wrong answer. So when people get in arguments, I'm like, dang, that's wild. Like, I could never see myself get in an argument. And the reason why I do say that, actually, as a side note, is because back in 2016, I think 2016, I did get in an argument with someone in the comment section. And this is on YouTube. I wish I could find, no, I deleted those comments, both his and mine, to be fair. And it was an argument that I made back in 2016. And it was like a genuine argument. It was like a genuine, like, I'm trying to get at this guy and he's replying too, right? So we were sending paragraphs back and forth in terms of like arguing. And, you know, like 10, 15 minutes later, after like the emotions came down, and I was like, what was the point of me just doing that right there? Like, what purpose did that solve other than I was getting heated and I wanted to make that guy feel bad? And from there, I deleted those like 6 comments. I commented back, like, hey man, sorry, like, you know, you're right. I forgot, this is like now 8 years ago. And since then, I have not got in an argument in any comment section on any topic. Now, that doesn't mean I won't troll people. That's different. I'll troll. I like to troll. If you're going to troll me, I will troll you back. But in a genuine argument to try to prove my point on why something is right or wrong or anything like that, I have not done since 2016. Because it's like a waste of time. I'll definitely troll though. I like to troll. Trolling is acceptable. But getting in a genuine argument with someone else on the internet because you think or they think they're right or wrong is a waste of time. So when I see comments like that, I'm like, dang, like personally, I could just like not do that, because it's just like it's a waste of mental clarity. Doesn't do you anything. And like, what do you get out of it? Like, no, like it's been very few times in my lifetime that I've been on the internet that I've ever seen anyone agree to disagree in the comment section, you know? So yeah. So, let me look at my notes here. Yeah. And one of the funniest comments that I see actually when these are specifically when they're talking about rotary and DA, is when you'll see some comments of like only it says real men use rotaries. And when I see that comment, I'm like, there's no way these guys are really trying to play this perspective of like only real men use rotaries. I'm like, bro, we are detailers polishing paint, right? Like the body shop guys did more work than we're doing on the car, right? Like you want to talk about like real men? I don't know, bro. Go talk to some construction workers, dude. Go talk to some, like go talk to some what do you call it? Linemen that work on the electrical line. Go talk to a cop. I don't know. Like we're detailers polishing paint. Like let's really go see who's the man, right? It's just funny, right? And then I see those, right? I'll see comments like that, and not just that one, but like that have that kind of similar tone of like we're so better. And I look at their pages and stuff, and I'm like, hey, bro, like, not to be mean, but like you kind of out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like you want to talk so big and bad and manly. It's like, hey, dog, can you even like do a push-up? It's just funny because it's like, dang, like people really have the priorities wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, I just can't bear to come to that realization of like, I'm going to comment and try to seem big and bad or yeah, I just don't care. I do not care. Which, me saying I don't care so much is to say like, I care about what I do in my business as a detailer. Right? Like, am I passionate about detailing to where I'm always looking at YouTube videos about detailing, about products, about reviews, about like, no, because that's just detailing. What I am most passionate and care about is making sure that the business is running properly and that our customers are happy. That is what I care about. Like my brother said it great. That was a while back ago now, but he basically said, I don't love dogs. He said, I don't love dogs because you know how there's people out there that just like simply love dogs, like not just love animals, like, oh, your dog, your cat, like your cow, like, I love animals so much, right? So he was like, I don't love animals, I love my dog. He's like, when I go out in the morning and see everyone walking their dog, like I don't care about those dogs, like I don't want to go pet them or touch them or be around them, but I love my dog, right? And I think that's like a perfect example of like, I don't care about detailing in the sense of like, I just want to keep on learning and I want to try all these different products. No, but I do love my detailing business and I do love making sure that our customers are taken care of. And I do want to make sure that everyone has the best experience with our services. And we want to make sure that we're putting out the best product that we possibly can and that we continue to expand and try to see what we can do to add more value to our customers, right? Like that is what I care about and what I love and what I focus on. Everything else around that, it's like, do whatever y'all want. Like, I just don't care. Like, that's not my main focus, right? Like, you need to prioritize what is and what is not. So, just like, and this is directly applies to you. Obviously, it's like, what is important to you? Like what's going to move the needle forward? Again, like to you, if you create a YouTube account or Instagram or TikTok, and your main thing is the satisfying details because you enjoy that, you like getting a super dirty, ugly, grimy vehicle and like turning it around, making a massive transformation, that is fantastic. You can grow and create your content and grow your business and make money the way that you want based off your interests and your goals and your lifestyle, right? It's like, I just, what's most important is that you do what you want, you make your customers happy, and you make money. That's about it. Like I always get a lot of negative comments. Stop. I don't get a lot of negative comments, but I do get consistent negative comments. Just because obviously I have a 67,000 followers on Instagram. Each video gets like 30 to like 100,000 views. So with those views, there's always going to be negative comments like that. That never stops. So they are consistent. It's not a lot, but they are consistent. But when I do, unless I want to troll them, that's separate, right? But for the most part, it's like, oh, interesting. Like there's no thought process. There is no like, oh man, like I really want to prove this person wrong, or like, oh man, like this dude said this. It's like, I don't care. Like I really just don't care because what I care about is my business. Like literally my business, that's what I care about, right? I care about my business, the customers, our team, making sure we're doing the best job, producing the best results, right? And it's like when I get reviews on Square or on Google Business Profile, it's like one review, it's like, yeah, like that matters a lot more than the 200 comments I just got on Instagram because like obviously I enjoy posting on detail driven and doing all that, but it's like what really matters, right? It's like the business, making sure the customers are happy, right? I still like comments. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to downplay the comments, but I'm saying like if you really look at like what is actually impactful, and like you look at the social media world and Instagram and TikTok, and you get really caught up in there thinking like, oh no, I have to prove someone right or wrong, or I have to really, argue with this person. It's like, that doesn't matter. Look, like it's just your phone, right? But the customers that are driving to our location, that are talking to us on the phone, that are paying us with their hard-earned money, like, well, that's what matters, because that's the people that will continue to allow our business to grow and to expand and to stay alive and to, refer us work, and to like, that's what matters, right? Not just like, oh, well, you're not a man, because I don't care about that. So I'm going to end the video right here. Hopefully I didn't offend you. If I did, I'm sorry. If you are, actually, I'll just stop right there. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you guys on the next one.